Let's go. So we are Richard Nixon,
Joe Ford, Jimmy Carter.
So I guess we are the best president because we opened diplomatic relations between China and the U.S.
And we ended the U.S. involvement in the Vietnam War.
Well, we basically did not have any war like during our presidency.
Well, Ford, he tried to get the people to like him. He did everything in his power to make, Americans love him. And, when he first got in there, Americans were like, let's vote for Ford, because Nixon was out.
Yeah, he was well respected by everyone.
Well, Jimmy Carter, he was a really experienced person because he had a lot of careers in different places. He was a soldier, a farmer, a warehouseman, a public official, and a professor. He won the Nobel Prize to find peaceful solutions to international conflicts, to advance democracy and human rights, and to promote economic and social development.
And he's still living. That doesn't change anything. He was a good or a bad president. So, yeah. Richard Nixon also transferred power from Washington to the state, but what I wanted to say is that Jimmy Carter escalated the Cold War, and that makes him not a good president.
Okay, well, when ours was in office, he had more people get jobs, and there was more housing and stuff like that. So from the Great Depression.
And when he first came into office, Ford pardoned Nixon that he would never have to face criminal charges over his involvement.
Why did Nixon hide documents from the public?
Sorry. I'm sorry.
I don't. Why did Nixon hide documents from the public?
He did that to make the public not... So the public, they would have freaked out if they would have known, and he wanted to save the public from freaking out, so he hid the documents.
So whatever Nixon did, I guess Ford did not, press charges or something?
Yeah, he backed up
Yeah.
Nixon.
He backed him up,
Why would
no matter how bad, what you guys did, no matter how bad it was, you didn't press charges.
why was Ford always backing up Nixon?
What?
Was it because
It was because Nixon was a good president. Well, that's how we
well,
got...
it shows that we were good president because we were helping another president, and we were also keeping American liking us, we were trying to be popular or something. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know. That's what I'm talking. Okay, you guys go.
Okay, I'm just gonna list 10 good things that Jimmy Carter did. He created the Department of Energy.
Why is that good? Can you tell us about that?
He helps people power their homes.
Well, our president signed the Education of Handicapped Children Act in 1975.
So handicapped people are
Ours
just...
created the
Handicapped
Department of
children.
Education.
Well, while that was I don't know.
And we enforced this segregation and established the Environmental Protection Agency.
Ours was the highest ranking Republican in the House.
Oh, man.
Bam. Bam. I'm just kidding.
So you want to tell us the rest, the other points on your list?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He supported strategic arms limitation talks, helped make Israel and Egypt a treaty, installed solar panels in the White House. House boycotted the 1980s Olympics, granted amnesty to.
Boycotted the Olympics is good.
It was under a list of good stuff.
Okay, what do you guys think that your president did so good?
Are you talking to us?
Yeah.
President.
So I think Richard Nixon was a good president because he opened diplomatic relations between China and the US, so it was really good because China is a big, powerful country with a lot of resources. And if you have diplomatic relations with China, it really helps build up a country.
And we were becoming dependent on ourselves, especially with the oil. He decreased the highway speed limit to 55 miles per hour so that they save 3.4 billion gallons of gas every year.
Yeah, and we also, how I already said earlier, we enforced desegregation and we established the Environmental Protection Agency, what is also really good because it's always a good act if you try to protect the environment and if people get the same rights, and desegregation is helping with that.
Like, why I think Ford is a good president is because even though that his decision to pardon Nixon could have political consequences, and it could also probably cost his presidency, he went with it. Even though he knew that he could be cut from presidency, he showed that he wanted to help other people, even if it was another president. But he was showing that he would even take his career away just to help someone.
So I think that's like more like sentimental.
And you have not seen
Do you also have other points except for that one point?
Well,
I mean, he let you go. How like more do you want? Like he didn't, like no matter what you did, like he was fine with it when he became president.
And like
Like, he
Congress
backed Ford.
Congress put him in presidency because Nixon got out, and so they needed a president fast. Congress, Ford, you're there.
So if they needed a president fast, they didn't have time to search for the best president, so obviously.
Well, he must
But
be the
he
best.
fixed your guys' problems.
Yeah, and
he fixed what you guys didn't
And
do.
he was the best on the Congress team then, because if he was voting for presidency on the Congress, that means he must have been a really good congressman.
Okay.
And some people
What
said
do you
that.
have to say?
Some people said that Nixon was considered the worst president of the 20th century. What do you say about that?
Who?
sorry, I'm running out of it.
Yeah, but that is some people say it about everybody. Like,
I haven't seen any comments about Ford being a bad president.
Mm-hmm.
alright.
I feel like we're getting like I don't know, like we're getting like nowhere.
That's a debate, you're supposed
Yeah,
to act
I
this
know.
way.
And in the article, it said that he escalated the Vietnam War and just basically made it all worse.
Oh,
But he also ended the involvement in the Vietnam War. So he noticed that it wasn't a good decision and he tried to fix what he did wrong. So he noticed that he did something wrong and he tried to fix it. And I think that's a really good point because he stands up and does something instead of doing nothing and just going away.
Well, he basically backed down because he just resigned. He was kind of giving up. And then
Yeah, because he knew he couldn't do it better, so he wanted somebody else to become president so that they can help him with that.
They were going to get rid of him anyway, so they decided to, I don't know. I was just thinking, I don't know.
well, the thing is,
They were going to get rid of
the
him.
thing is when Richard Nixon, he was trying, yes, I know he was trying to help, but he really didn't. And when Ford got in there, he was trying to get everyone to the other side. He had to fix Nixon's messes. So then,
Messes?
Mess.
he had to fix Nixon's mess that he made with the world, whatever.
War.
Yeah. And so Ford was really he was really confused because he had all this on his mind.
Yet he still was a pretty good president.
Yeah.
So is Jimmy Carter. I can't even. Never mind.
addicted.